Well, here we go. End of the ninth inning. It may or may not be the last inning of the ball game. It may or may not be the last inning of the 1942 World Series. All we can do is sit here and watch and tell you what happens. It'll be Walker Cooper leading off. Johnny Hopp will follow, and then Whitey Kurowski. And the last of the ninth, Gordon, Dickey, and Pretty. So that's the picture, quickly and briefly, as we get set for this all-important ninth inning. Cooper bats him right-handed. Red Ruffing goes into the windup. Here's the pitch to Cooper. Strike one called, slow curve over the outside corner. Cooper single to center in the second. Grounded out, Pretty unassisted in the fourth. Fly to Kellenbine in the sixth. That's him right-handed. Ruffing into the windup. Here's his pitch. High inside. Ball one. 1-1 the count. The crowd is doubled up in anticipation, intenseness, and excitement. Ready to boil over at the first opportunity. Ruffing pitches. Cooper swings and fouls it off high to the left of our booth into the upper deck. Strike two. New ball in play. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Ruffing taking his time, now he's set. Into his windup. Here's the pitch to Cooper. Swung on, there's a drive over second base for a base hit. DiMaggio fields the ball in the roll, throws into second, and Walker Cooper lines a single to center to start the ninth inning for the Cardinals. That brings to the plate Johnny Hopp. Hopp bats him left-handed. Great drag bunt at it. Red Ralph comes in on the grass at third to watch for the bunt. Ruffing throws the ball into Dickey, who wants a new one and gets it. That's the 8th Cardinal hit off Ruffing. Solid single to center by Walker Cooper. Cooper leads off first. Ruffing takes the stretch, checks the runner. Here's the pitch to Hopp. He shortens up and takes it outside for ball one. Tried to bunt but changed his mind. Little activity in the Yankee bullpen. Whitey Kurowski's on deck. Ruffing takes the stretch. Here's the pitch. Hopp bunts, but fouls it right at the plate. Strike one. 1-1 the count. Ruffing kicks the dirt out in front of the hill. He walks back to the top of it. Bill Dickey walks around him back to the plate. Johnny Hopp is out of the batter's box for a moment, looking at Billy Southworth. Now he steps in. Ralph comes in way on the grass. Cooper leads off first. Pretty on the bag, leaving the stretch by Ruffing. Here's the pitch. Hopp shortens up, bunts right out in front of the plate. Ruffing goes in, picks the ball up. His play must be to first to Gordon in time for the out, whereas Cooper is taking second on the play. And that play was rather close at first because Hopp is a speed boy. Ruffing took his time throwing over and just did get the ball over ahead of the runner. And here's Whitey Kurowski stepping in. Pop to Gordon in the second, slide to Keller in the fifth, and to DiMaggio in the seventh. Kurowski bats him right-handed. 1 out, potential tie-breaking run, and possible winning run on its second base in scoring position. Time call for the moment. Ruffing wants a new ball and gets it. First half of the ninth inning. 2-2 the score. Walker Cooper on second base. 1 out. Whitey Kurowski the batter, to be followed by Marty Marion. Ruffing rubbing up to cover that ball. Adjusts his cap, steps on the rubber. Bill Dickey into the crouch, back to the plate, giving the sign to Red. Ruff all set, takes a stretch. In comes the pitch. Kurowski takes one low, ball one, fastball. Yankee right-hander taking lots of time in a tough spot. Into his stretch. Here's his pitch. Kurowski swings and drives one foul up into the upper deck, back to third. 1-1 the count on Karofsky. Time's call for the moment. The ball bounded off the barrier, the upper deck, and rolled out in the left field. The game held up until Charlie Clark come in and throw the ball over to Cal Hubbard. Roughing goes over the Rosenbag. That steps up on him a hill. Walker Cooper leads off second. One out. Karofsky the batter. Stretched by Roughing. Here's the pitch. Karofsky swings and drives one deep left field. Going. It is gone. In there for a home run for Whitey Karofsky. And Whitey Karofsky crosses the plate after having hit a home run. He was denied earlier in the game when his tremendous drive went to the left of the foul pole. This time it was not to be denied and drove one just inside the foul pole for a home run, scoring Walker Cooper ahead of him and putting the Cardinals out in front 4-2. And that may be it. That may be the blow. Here is Marty Marion. First pitch right through there for a called strike. That may be the blow that sends the World Championship flag flying at Sportsman's Park in St. Louis. At the moment, it's flying at the Yankee Stadium. Ruffing's next pitch to Marion. He shortens up, takes it over the outside corner for a called strike. No balls, 2 strikes. That's the third home run hit in the game. Slaughter and Karofsky for the Cardinals, Rizzuto for the Yankees. Roughing into the windup again. Here's the pitch to Marion. Swung on. It's a high pop-up near the mound. Dickey is out under it, waiting for the ball to come down, and he makes the catch for the out. So Marion pops out to Dickey in fair territory in front of the plate for the second out. Up comes Johnny Beasley. Beasley bats him right-handed. Struck out twice and singled once in this game. Roughing pitches. Beasley swings and misses. Strike one. 4-2 now in favor of the Cardinals. First half of the 9th inning. Roughing throws. Beasley swings and hits a high pop-up out into short center. Rizzuto drifts out, getting under it, and makes the catch for the out. And so for the Cardinals in the 9th. 2 runs, 2 hits, no Yankee errors, nobody left on base. So we come into the last half of the 9th inning with Gordon, Dickey, and Pretty. Coming up, Johnny Beasley, 3 outs away from pitching the St. Louis Cardinals to the World Championship. Joe Gordon will lead off. Bill Dickey will follow. Then will come Jerry Pretty. And so the Cardinals on the verge of making World Series history. After having lost the opening game, they struck back viciously to take the next 3, and now are but 3 outs away from making it 4 straight over the Yankees. Beasley limbering up on the mound. Joe Gordon standing just to the left of home plate, ready to step in. Whitey Karofsky, who was denied a home run earlier in the game when his tremendous drive just went foul, came through at a more opportune moment for the Cardinals. In the 9th inning, score tied at 2-2 and 1 made aboard. Into the left field stands it went, and the Cardinals lead 4-2. And here's Gordon stepping in. Johnny Beasley goes into the windup. Here's the pitch to Joe. Gordon swings and misses. Strike one. Gordon grounded out to Marion in the 2nd, struck out in the 4th, and grounded out to Karofsky in the 6th. Beasley rocks in the box as he goes into the windup. Here's the pitch. Gordon swings and fouls it off into the upper deck. Strike 2. No balls, 2 strikes. Joe Gordon the batter. Johnny Beasley standing ahead of him. Young right-hander for the Cardinals goes into the windup. Here's the next pitch to Gordon. Joe takes it inside. Ball one. 1 ball, 2 strikes to count. Young Beasley all set. Here's his pitch. Gordon swings and drives one out in left field, and Musial's after, but can't get it. It's in there for a base hit. Musial takes it in one hop, throws quickly into second, and Gordon holds it first with a single to left. And here's Bill Dickey coming up. They paid attendance today, 69,052. Total receipt, $266,858. And so we're ready here right now. Dickey up. In comes the pitch to Bill. Strike one call over the inside corner. For the third straight game at the stadium, it has been better than 69,000 people. 4-2 favor the Cardinals, last of the ninth. Joe Gordon on at first base. Bill Dickey the batter. Jerry Pretty on deck. Beasley stretches pitches. Dickey moves away from one inside. Ball one. The ball rolled a foot or two away from Mark Cooper, but not far enough to permit Joe Gordon to take any chance of going down. 1 ball, 1 strike. Dickey the batter. Last half of the ninth. Cardinals out in front. 4-2. Beasley takes his stretch pitches. Dickey swings and sends a bounder out to Jimmy Brown. Brown beats it, and all hands are safe. Jimmy Brown has been charged with an error. We have a runner for Dickey. That's Stainback. Stainback is going in to run for Dickey. Jerry Pretty's up. 4-2 favor the Cardinals, last of the ninth. Beasley stretches pitches. Inside ball, and there's a throw down to second base, and out at second is Gordon. Walker Cooper cut loose with a beautiful throw to Marty Marion, who put the ball on Joe Gordon, trying to dive back into second, and Gordon was cut off. And there's one away. With the sacrifice zone, Gordon took a big lead off second. Pretty shortened up the bunt, but the pitch was inside. He took it, and Cooper, without hesitating even a fraction of a second, cut loose with an accurate, fiery throw right down to Marty Marion, and Joe Gordon was caught off second base. So there's one out. Staying back on first. The stretch by Beasley. The pitch to Pretty. Right one at Paul, right through there. Joe Gordon took a headlong dive in between the legs of Marty Marion, trying to get back to the bag, but he couldn't do it. Beasley again takes the stretch, checks the runner, pitches. Low inside for ball 2. 2-1 on Pretty. Last half of the ninth inning. Cardinals 4, Yankees 2. Stainback takes the lead off first. Beasley stretches, pitches. Pretty swings and puts a looking foul ball back at first. Johnny Hop's going over, but he can't get it. It's into the stands. Down to 2-2 now on Pretty. George Selkirk is in the batter's circle and may hit for Red Russell. 2-2 to count. Beasley taking his time right now. As he finds his zipper, takes his stretch. In comes the pitch. Pretty swings and hits a little pop-up to Jimmy Brown, who falls down. He makes the catch. Has no chance to make a play at first, and Stainback comes back to his first base. Little looping fly ball over the head of Beasley, which Jimmy Brown dashed in for and took just a couple of inches off the ground for the second out. And here's George Selkirk coming up to bat for Charlie Ruffing. One out between the Cardinals and their World Championship. Billy Southworth, in a little conference with Mike Gonzalez, now runs out to the mound to talk to Johnny Beasley. They probably were discussing just how to pitch to Selkirk. There was 2 outs here in the last half of the ninth. Cardinals out in front 4-2. Bill Kirk up to bat for Ruffing. Little Constance at the mound. Southworth talking to Beasley. Well, Skipper out there. Now Southworth goes back to the Cardinal dugout. Skipper back to the plate. And George Selkirk steps in to pinch hit for Ruffing. All the fans are standing up to have a good look at what may be the last play of the 1942 World Series. The pitch is swung on. It's a ground ball, hits down toward second. Brown's up with it, throws to Hop, and the World Series is over. Fans are dancing out on the field, mobbing the Cardinals. The Cardinals players are happy. They're hilarious. They're slapping each other in the back. They all ran out to grab Johnny Beasley. And it's a bedlam of excitement insofar as the St. Louis Cardinals is concerned. World champions of 1943. Bill Corum is shouldering his way through the press section and will be here just a moment the microphone for his summary of today's game. Before Bill settles himself in his seat and takes over, I'm anxious once more to register a most important point. Today, Gillette's production is cut way down by government order to save steel. At the same time, military requirements are constantly going up, so the supply of razor blades for civilian use is growing more and more limited. Therefore, when you buy Gillette blue blades, please restrict yourself to a limited quantity and use them thriftily. By all means, don't stock up, even though you may have done so before, and be really tight with every blade, getting the maximum number of comfortable shaves. And speaking of comfortable shaves, I'm again bearing down on this fact. In all the world, there isn't another blade as sharp, as easy shaving, or as long-lasting as today's Gillette blue blade. Well, there it is, ladies and gentlemen. It's all over but the shouting, and the shouting is really going on, especially in at Cardinal Clubhouse. But here to give you his observations, his analysis of this final game of the 1942 World Series is the best man I know to give you an analysis and bring you up to date on the whys and wherefores and how come. Bill Corum.
Well, the best analysis I know, Mel, it was in the cards, and it had to come out. This ball club started on August the 4th to drive to the World Championship, and when they got within one game yesterday, I don't think anything was going to stop them. Not even the superb, the wonderful pitching of Red Ruffing, one of the great masters of the game, pitching baseball as good as he ever pitched in his entire career, couldn't beat him back today. And this story will make great reading in Reading because a fellow named Whitey Karowski, with a bone out of his arm, a fellow who actually perhaps shouldn't be playing baseball, broke it up because he was a Cardinal playing as the Cardinals play. I never saw anything more typical than the throw from Walker Cooper through to Marion to catch that runner off second base in the ninth inning of the way these Cardinals go. They just won't stop. The Yankees fought them back and beat them back and did everything that a ball club could do, but that's the way this bunch of kids play. You can't head them off. They just keep coming at you. And certainly today, game boy Johnny Beasley, well, he was just all the pitchers in the world. I mean, I don't, in this time of war, like to say anything about courage and things like that in athletics. But that fella had a heart as far as sports go. Well, it just made you stand and cheer. He actually really had to give the Yankees, the mighty Yankees, 6 outs in the 5th inning, and yet he did it and turned them back without a run. Imagine that. The bases loaded, errors behind him, so it looked as if his ball club was actually going to crack wide open, and he just stood out there, this 21 or 22-year-old kid from down in Tennessee, and pitched such baseball that it made your heart warm, making the 2 best hitters on the Yankee ball club in such a spot, or 2 of the best, I should say, to make that absolutely correct, go out harmlessly when his ball game was at stake. Had it not been for those errors, the Cardinals probably would have won a little bit easier and less spectacularly, but that's the way it went, and the Yankees made some too, you know, at least one in a critical spot. It was a home run ball game today, whereas we hadn't had any home runs before. I believe that in every last inning they played, to show you again the typical way the Cardinals go at this game, in every last inning they played, they scored their last time at bat. Now, they didn't have to come to bat in the 9th inning once in St. Louis, but they did score in the 8th, and they won here in the ninth, starting off the Yankees with Peter Rizzuto's home run. The leading hitter of the series, I'm sure, with 8 hits, and a ball player every step of the way here. The Yanks just tried everything they had in the box, but they couldn't beat back this bunch of kids. It was the old story, a truism, but the story of the series, youth will be served, and it was served here this afternoon. And as I say, you can't say too much in praise and credit for Southworth and for his team and for the spirit that carried him there, because it was the typical American spirit, the kind of spirit that'll win this war for all of us, the kind of spirit that American boys have, and you have to give it to them, and to the victors belong the spoils, and they should have them. And the Yankees should also have all the praise that can be heaped on them for playing as only the Yankees will right through to make this 5-game series perhaps the most colorful and dramatic and tense in all the history of 39 World Series play. I tell you again, it just couldn't have been very much better, and this crowd is out there on the field still with banners holding them up for the press box and ringing bells, and it was something to see. To me, it was dramatic, a little bit on the heart-touching side, to see Bill Dickey, my great and good friend, walking out probably for the last time to Red Ruffing to talk to him in those crutches out from behind the box, up the catcher's position in his own quiet way to talk to his old battery mate who had been there so many years, serving him up to him. Two as fine fellows as ever played baseball. I think Dickey's going into service now, and if he isn't, he's getting almost through with his baseball career because of the march of the years. And the same is true of Ruffing, bidding for his 8th World Series victory here today. He came close, so very, very close, but the better team won, and the better team was the Cardinals. Now the totals, I just got here. I'll read them over for you. St. Louis, 4 runs, 9 hits, 4 errors. That's a lot of errors, and 5 men left. New York, 2 runs, 7 hits, 1 error, and 7 left. Repeating, 4-9-4-5 for the Cardinals. New York, 2-7-1-7. The time of the game was 1 hour and 58 minutes, and 69,052 people saw it. That's the story, fans, and the 1942 World Series is in the book. But Gillette's cavalcade of sports goes on right through the year, bringing you the top events on the sports calendar month after month. Our next scheduled feature will be a banner line heavyweight boxing bout between Bob Pastor and Jimmy Bivens from the Cleveland Arena, Tuesday, October the 20th. So tune in your mutual station at 10 p.m. Eastern Wartime, October the 20th, when Don Dumpty and yours truly, Bill Corum, will be at the mic to bring you a word picture of what promises to be a thrill-packed bout. Until then, smooth sailing, smooth shaving, and good afternoon from your hosts, the Gillette Safety Razor Company, Red Barber, Mel Allen, and Bill Corum. This is Mutual.
This is WGN, the voice of the people, Chicago.